the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, Dave Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Talking to Coach Levy before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial.
Got a little room. Can they catch it? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still filling in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about...
Could be an alley. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, the offense.
He's got it along the sideline. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Taylor wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldog! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get our first look at Sam Levitt. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. They'll start on the ground with Durham. At the 35, he's loose. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Wilson open on the right side. A huge play there. They finally get him out of bounds at the 37. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give to Caden Durham. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Levitt. That's caught. It's Brown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Durham. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
They were not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fights off a defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Taylor wants to throw. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff, Caden Durham. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defense. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Durham. Turns it on in midfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Right back to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Run in the red zone. It's Durham. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Hall. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Buff Bothwell. Makes it past the marker. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Taylor wants to throw it. And the missed connection on third down.
And I just think he put too much zip on the ball. I mean, he threw that thing hard, but let him a little bit too much, and the receiver really didn't have a chance to make a play.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a gift to Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Rush is on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Still looking for a man. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Finds his man. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to get it through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Durham one more time. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Durham. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that lap.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got a step and just dusted the field. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Complete out left to Wilson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Durham. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Bluff Bothwell again. There's a crease. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I think you've seen 2 plays back.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Taylor wants to throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got it! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Berry. Stumbled to the ground.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
He might want another play. They'll run play action. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside. It's Berry. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Berry. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, Ben, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback,